Hello people, time to have a look at limited factor, where we're short of resources, or limiting factor questions. And especially important at the moment, we're just coming out of lockdown, lots of businesses have been short of the materials or the staff that they need, and we're simply making the best. We're not going to make the same money, we can just make the best possible profits. Normally it's sales that's the limiting factor. We make to what we can. Now it's actually we can't make as many as we can sell. We could be short of materials, we can't get hold of the materials. It could be short of labour. The staff are isolating in quarantine, or just off ill, or too busy childcare because the kids haven't been to school. Could be shortage of machine hours. We can't get the parts, they're broken down, or we haven't got the staff to operate the machines. Or it could just be maintenance. Originally though, this question started off as cooking hours for soup very long time ago, and it was maintenance. One of the boilers, the soup go in turn through the different boilers, and one of them's down for maintenance. So this time we're going to calculate the contribution for whatever the limited factor. So the contribution per unit is going to be given, so selling price minus variable cost, but what will matter is the contribution for whatever is limited. So if it's materials, it will be the contribution per kilogram, litres or metres, or if it was wood it could be square metres. Hours, so in this case it will be cooking hours, so contribution per cooking hour, but it could be contribution per labour hours or machine hours. And I've already mentioned it's just about making the best of it, and we'll see that in action because we'll do the calculations all the way through. So this is our data. We have three soups, X, Y and Z. That's what we expect to sell, and under normal circumstances that's how long they take to cook per unit, or whatever it is, might be 1,000 cans or something, and that's the contribution for each of these sales. So Z is the top dog, that's the best product normally. Of course it won't be that way around, otherwise it wouldn't be a good question. So without limiting factors, let's have a look at what our maximum profit will be. 20,000 X take 4 hours each. Not even going to bother formula for that one. And our 30,000 takes 6 hours each. Again, don't need to calculate for that, and 7 times 30. What's going on there? Well, actually, it wasn't my maths, it was my typos. For normal circumstances, we need 470,000 hours, and we've only got 400,000. So normal contributions are 20,000. A makes us Z, X makes us 20. Y makes us 840,000. Of course, our top dog, top volume as well, makes us 960,000. So we would normally have 2.2 million. Our fixed cost will be 1,200,000, making it nice and easy to calculate, making £1 million under normal circumstances. But now we're limited. We've only got 400,000, so the first thing we need to do is to rank in this contribution per cooking hour. So the maths is fairly easy on this one. If we make £20 in 4 hours, it's 5 hours. If we make £28 in 6 hours, it's contribution of £4.67 per cooking hour, and 32 in 7 is worse. So all questions of course are going to be this way around: 1, 2, 3. So that ranking means that when we allocate the cooking hours, we prioritise top dog is now X, and that's what that rank means. So 1, 2, 3. So number 1 is going to have, it's 480,000, there's no problem there. And in fact we can have 180,000 there, that's 260,000, but of course this has got to be hit. We've only got 140,000 left. 400,000 minus 180,000 minus 80,000 is 140,000. So no problem producing the full quota, the full whack there. It's this one, we can't make the 30,000. we can only make 140,000, it takes 7 hours each. We can only make 20,000 units, and that's what's going to hit our profits. This one won't change, 400,000, and that won't change either because we're making the full quota. It's this one that will. So we can either do the 140,000 times the cooking hour, or we could do 20,000 times 32. So 140,000 times the 4.57 or 20,000 times 32 will be the same answer, 640,000. So our new total contribution, it is of course going to be low, it can't be anything else, is 1.88 million. So our profits will be reduced to 680,000. So nowhere near as good as a million, but better than nothing. Now, if we ignored the cooking hours and the ranking properly and just assumed that our best product was Z and did it the wrong way around, basically, we can do the sums quickly. So we reverse the ranking. Z used to be the best one, so Z will now get its full 210,000. That will still get its 180,000. But we can only spend 10,000 on product X an eighth. So we can only make 2,000 instead of 20,000, but these ones are okay. Those are okay. In fact, these, that's fine, that doesn't change from the original table. This one though, we're going to make 2,000, and it was £5 per hour, so actually it should be 10,000 times 5 or 20,000 times 2. Either way, it's just going to come to 50,000. So we can do hours times the contribution per hour, units times the contribution per unit. It will come to the same answer. So that's obviously going to be less. Let's have a look at how much less it is. Only 650,000. So if we didn't do the analysis properly, it would have cost us £30,000. That's the best we can do with our limited factor.